to football now. City lost ground on Arsenal in the title race at the weekend, but were the officials to blame for that?
The biggest roar we've had all afternoon, because it's Tottenham 1, Manchester City 2. Dominic Solanke has been credited with the goal, but I think it's gone in off Mark Guéhi. The ball was scooped forward down the left-hand side. Solanke, well, did he manage to keep himself onside? Was Ryan Aït-Nouri playing him onside? That's the question the VAR will be asking. But as Solanke tries to steer the ball goalwards, I think it flicks off the leg of Mark Guéhi, and it ends up as an own goal.
Well, it doesn't flick off his leg. Solanke kicks the back of his leg, which pushes it into the net. So does he, therefore, if that was the other way round, would that not be a penalty?
The goal's given.
Well, Pep Guardiola was seething by that goal, simply replying once again when asked by TV for his take on that potential foul on Guéhi. Midfielder Rodri was equally annoyed.
I don't know how to feel, honestly. Now I see the images in the pitch, of course you cannot see. There's a clear foul in the first action of the goal. It's a clear foul. And VAR is for a reason. It's one game and another game and another game. And it's not possible. And honestly, I never speak about referees. I respect their job massively. But they have to pay attention to these things. He kicked the leg, is so clear. 2-3 games in a row. And I don't know why, honestly. The referee has to be neutral. And for me, honestly, it's not fair. It's not fair because we work so hard. You are frustrated because it's so clear, the foul. And I'm not saying the level of referees here is bad. It's great. But we have to pay attention. It's not my aim to talk to them. But at the end, in the years before, it's not my responsibility. Now I'm the captain. I want to say it today. We feel a bit upset with this.
Oh, Rodri criticising the referee. Take a look at Rodri. Take a look at some of your clear fouls during the course of that game and ask yourself how you were still on the pitch at the end of it.
I'm guessing the old Rodri fella doesn't do irony, does he?
Seriously. Look, Ross the Motherwell fan has texted a little bit cruelly, but says, I might be wrong, but I'm sure it was that sausage Rodri that complained about the length of the grass at Hampden when Mighty Scotland pumped Spain 3-2.
He's right.
Do you think, though, in truth, that Rodri he's more frustrated by the level of City's performance than he is by officials?
Well, he has to be, and he'll probably, something. He's just a phenomenal player, Jeff. Absolutely fantastic player. And, there's no getting away from it. And he's not firing on all cylinders yet, coming back for, as you correctly say, a very, very serious injury. And he will get back to fitness. You see signs of it. He's still not there yet. So with that comes frustration, right? There's no getting away from it because you want to be at the level that you know you can be. So you start looking at other things, and other things that generally wouldn't really get to you start annoying you, wee things. Now, he might have a point with Solanke maybe touching Guéhi at the back. But I've watched it. I reckon I've watched it, but no joke, Jeff. I've sat and watched that about 30 times this morning, right? Now, the goal itself, it does really well with Kusanov, shrugs him off, great physical strength. Now, he sticks his leg through Guéhi's leg. He probably, you can't tell from the angle when you're looking at it. What you can tell is he does make contact with the ball, right? Ever so slight contact with the ball, then it goes on to Guéhi's foot and goes into the back of the net. Jeff, I'm giving a goal all day, right? I think probably the vast majority of goal scorers would give a goal all day. But the problem isn't that. The problem's not that decision not going Manchester City's way. The problem is Manchester City collapsing the way they did in the second half. I mean, and for Rodri to talk about refereeing decisions, the referee would have been well within his rights to give him a second yellow card. He failed to mention that.
Yeah, he didn't. I get that completely. Look, City were way below their best. And it made me think, we both think that Arsenal are going to go on and win the league now.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, if you're a Manchester United supporter or anybody involved in the club, are you looking now at the possibility of not just Champions League, but maybe actually reeling back in Manchester City and Aston Villa and possibly looking at a higher finish than fourth?
Of course you should be. Absolutely, and that should be a target. Do I think it would happen? Crikey, I mean, I'm not. I don't, but it's not as confident I know as it would have been 2 weeks ago. I can tell you that. I don't think they'll finish second. I mean, I don't think there's too many, yourself excluded, that thought they'd be finishing in the top four. So the remarkable turnaround they've had in momentum with Carrick coming to the club has been fantastic. I mean, they've beaten top sides and they've won games, i.e. yesterday, that they wouldn't have won 3 weeks ago. Simple as that.
Yeah.
So there's a great momentum with them. Should they be setting their targets as high as possible? Yes, of course they should, and they will be. And you know something? Second place, looking at things around them now, would not be the most ridiculous statement to make. I still don't think they'll do it, Jeff, but it would definitely be something that he should be setting his targets to doing, because the turnaround there is great, but they need... I know they won 3 games, but they need to find a stronger level of consistency, which at this moment in time, Villa and obviously City don't have.
Yeah.
Arsenal do. And I know they get beat by United, but they still have a far greater consistency.
Darren said, I can't be hearing City moan with what they got away with. Rodri should have had 3 yellows. Yeah, I mean, and again, that would potentially have been a game changer. Greeno's been back on as well. So Jeff, don't stop. He said, don't you start getting on that Manchester United bus too. Greeno, I'm sorry, but I said at the start of the season, I thought that Manchester United would finish top 4. And I'll be honest with you, I've never had a moment's doubt. I just want to mention one team we haven't touched on really this morning. We haven't got much time. But Brentford, with 10 men, winning at Villa. We know there was the controversy over the disallowed goal, but what a win that was for Brentford. Keith Andrews' side just continues week after week after week to surprise everyone. And I'll tell you what, European football for them next season is a real possibility. And how fantastic would that be? And we were all sceptics when Keith was appointed, by the way, as well.
Yeah, doing a fantastic job. Congratulations. Sit about 7th just now, so you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
That would be a realistic, not a realistic target, but also an unbelievable achievement. I think would be fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got a real togetherness, camaraderie, team spirit about them. That is for sure, and it's carrying them a long way. And
that was also a great finish as well, just for the record, wasn't it?
Great finish, wasn't it? Yeah, great finish. And when I say about the camaraderie, that's not underestimating the skill levels they've got there as well. Coming up, we'll bring you the very latest on deadline day and some managerial news. Slaven Bilic looks like he might be getting back into the dugout. Find out where next.